Hi guys, Trickster here. Welcome back to Trick and Treat. So if you couldn't hear me the last time, sorry. But basically, so far, if you didn't read, it was that me, myself, and two friends. We went to the woods on Halloween because we heard some people disappear. And now I caught a magical cat. Yay! So it's been a few minutes since I've captured the cat. Again, I find myself walking with her in my arms, led by the strange voice. How long have I been walking in this forest? Apparently not enough to make me go mad, but it should be close. Don't be afraid. Come with me. I will help you. The voice sounds closer this time. It seems that I am going in the right direction. I don't fully trust in it, but it's the best I have. At least at first glance, it seems a friendly voice. I am completely focused on my way when I suddenly feel something bite me. Arrgh! What the heck? I shout in pain, realizing that the cat bit me. Fortunately, it wasn't a dangerous bite, but it sure was painful. Stupid cat. With my distraction, she takes a chance to jump from my arms, falling a few steps away from me. Quickly, I set my gaze upon her, furious, but soon something happens to make me forget about my anger. Suddenly, the cat is covered with a bright light, so much that it repels the unnatural darkness surrounding the forest, stealing my breath. Under the light, its figure gradually changes until it ceases to be a cat. It becomes a human figure. Kitty? Kitty, what are you doing? It's a girl! No longer is there a cat in front of me, but a girl with incredible beauty. I must be really going crazy. She has white hair and red eyes. She seems about my age. In other circumstances, I would have asked her out without hesitation. Just thinking about it makes me laugh to myself in my mind. Even at the edge of madness, it seems some things about me will never change. She approaches slowly towards me, one step at a time, with no fear. The girl then stares into my eyes, with a slightly irritated face. Her lips are moving. She seems to be saying something, but I am unable to hear a sound. Are you trying to tell me something? I babbled, still confused, with a face of disbelief, which surely made me look stupid. Said the girl with a very low voice. I do not understand what she's saying. What? I can't hear you well. I asked, still confused. Suddenly the girl pouts in a bad mood. What's wrong with you? Are you deaf? Finally I could hear her clearly. And just in time, because it seems her patience was about to end. Okay, now I heard you, I said, annoyed. All my astonishment from just a few seconds ago disappears when I see the arrogant attitude of the girl. At least now I don't think she'll bite me, I hope. The girl then snorts with irritation. What an annoying guy I had to find, she said at the time she places a hand on her lips, making a pensive face. Wait, you shouldn't speak ill of someone you have right before you, I said, quick to respond. For a moment I feel annoyed at the thought that I have to teach manners to this spirit, or whatever she is. A pity, so much beauty wasted on someone so arrogant. The girl let out a snort of annoyance after hearing me. I'm sorry. It's a bad habit that I can't quit, she answered without sounding very repentant, clearly a false apology. After talking, she diverts her gaze towards the surroundings as if she was bored. I see, I replied, annoyed. I just met her and I already feel like I don't like her. But anyway, that doesn't matter. I must not forget who this girl is. She was the cat that started it all. Anyway, at least could you tell me why you attacked me and my friends? I asked shortly after, acting more serious. The greetings were over. It's time to get into the important stuff. And why did you bite me if I wasn't doing anything? Before I knew it, my lips moved, asking another question. I cannot lie, I was angry. Then the girl stares at my face. She blinks with curiosity before speaking. Does it hurt? The wound? She asked innocently. Yes. I was quick to respond with annoyance. I didn't need to say more. Of course it hurts me, silly cat. She looks at me in silence for a few seconds, until suddenly she approaches me without any shyness or fear. On second thought, how could a simple human such as me scare a cat that can turn into a person? Show me your wound, said the girl. Yes, I'm going to use that voice for this girl. Once she stood right next to me. Her presence makes me nervous. This girl seemed not to know what personal space is. She's a cat. Cats don't know personal space. As embarrassing as it sounds, I never had a girl this close. If only it wasn't in this forest. I don't know why. I shouldn't trust her, but strangely, something tells me that she has no bad intentions. The girl is surrounded by a calm aura, something pure, unlike anything else in this forest. In the end, resigning myself with a sigh, I show her my arm with the bite. Immediately, the girl sets her sight on my wound. I can't talk for shit. It'll only take a moment, she said with complete confidence. Then she looks up into my eyes. Could you close your eyes? She asks as she blushes slightly. I'm surprised to see that embarrassed face she has, even if it's just a little. Then I sigh, feeling something wasn't right. But there's nothing else I can do. Okay, I said, doing as she asked. I don't know what to expect. For a moment I thought she would get naked or something like that. If only. What kind of magic can work only when you have no clothes? I don't know, but my mind sure wanted to imagine that. Come on, Axel, keep your composure. Get your mind out of the gutter. Suddenly, I feel something warm and wet touch my wound. Immediately, I shuddered. Wait, what are you doing? It's a stupid question, because I knew well what she was doing. She was licking my wound. You idiot, who said you could watch? Was quick to respond the cat. With her cheeks red in embarrassment and her lips still close to my wound, she looked adorably troubled. Don't you see that I'm trying to heal you? And she added in a bad mood. Sorry, said blushing. I thought she would do something more extraordinary. Now I'm not sure. Is she a girl who can transform into a cat, or a cat that can transform into that can become a girl? Sorry to disappoint you, not being extraordinary enough, murmured the girl at the same time she gives me an annoyed look, red eyes shining with disgust. It is then I realize that the pain has disappeared. With curiosity, I look where the wound was, only to discover now there's no trace of it. For a couple of seconds, I stay silent and incredulous. And it seems that your treatment has worked, finally said grateful, still looking at the spot. But of course, I've experienced healing myself, answered the girl, closing her eyes and inflating her chest to show her pride. I actually appreciate what she did, but I still wonder if she really had to lick it to cure me. I understand, but who are you? The girl makes a small snort with curiosity after hearing my question. Then she tilts her head, closes her eyes, making a thoughtful face. It seems I have not presented myself. She opened her eyes and gazed into mine. My name is Ashley. Oh no, Ashley. Not another Ashley. I know way too many Ashleys. So that's her name. I expected something more extravagant. Yeah, I did. Yeah. My name is Axel. By the way, have you ever been accused of witchcraft? Before I knew it, I asked the question. I guess it was rather rude from me, completely lacking in manners. But I must not forget for even a second that I'm in this cursed forest. Ashley suddenly becomes silent. At plain sight, it was obvious she didn't take it well. She takes her time before responding. Yes, but that was a long time ago. Then she closes her eyes and exhales, emptying her lungs. She seems to be recalling something painful. Just thinking her makes me feel guilty. I'm sorry, it was not my intention to make you remember it. I said, slightly remorseful. No doubt, to be accused of witchcraft must have been a horrible experience. Ashley closed her eyes and nods a couple of times. It's okay. It's not like I can blame your curiosity seeing where we are. Then she looks at me closely with curious eyes. By the way, how do you know about me? Perhaps you are a sorcerer who has lived during these past centuries? She asked, narrowing her eyes as if she was trying to see inside my mind. What kind of question is that? No, nothing like that, I answered at the moment. I'm just an ordinary person. I admitted boring, but she didn't need to know that. It's just that there are stories about witches in this forest. But as you can see, the stories are not very convincing, or else I wouldn't be here. I explained, trying to remove any doubt that Ashley may have. Again, she closes her eyes and nods. I understand. She pauses and looks me in the eyes. It's because of the stupid myths that stupid humans come to this forest, just like you. She then looked at me with rejection. Wait, what are you trying to say? We are to blame? I replied, feeling offended. Ashley suddenly looks at me, disgusted. Are you an idiot? Yes, if you hadn't come, my existence would have been nice and peaceful, instead of this chaos that it is every year, she said, ending with a sigh of frustration. But you're the one who causes all of this. I was quick to respond. I don't even bother to hide my anger. I can't believe what she says. How arrogant can she be? Ashley opens her eyes wide with surprise. Then she looks at me with an annoyance in her red eyes. Do you not understand? Stupid human. Definitely, I don't like this girl. I'm only trying to protect you. Her words take me by surprise. Huh? Exclaimed incredulously. Whatever. You attacked me and attacked my friends, only to protect us? Yes, she simply replied. At the same time, she nods, filled with pride and confidence. Okay, that's it. I'm getting out of here. I cannot believe how arrogant and self-centered this girl is. After everything she did to me and my friends, I can't stand her any longer. Why not ask her what she's protecting you from? Wait! I'd only taken a few steps when I heard her calling me. She sounds really worried. You don't understand the real danger you're in. I stop in my tracks as soon as I hear her. Real danger? I whispered, feeling some doubts. Suddenly I shivered. It doesn't look like she's lying. But she's a cat. Yes, I tried to chase them away using illusions. Other times I hit them with my powers. And as a last resort, I scare them directly, as it was in your case. Ashley confessed, blushing a little, as if she felt embarrassed of remembering. And why do you do that? I asked, confused. Something isn't right here. Ashley stares at me with her red eyes. If they continue with their curiosity, they will meet an evil entity that will take their lives. What you say doesn't sound very convincing. I immediately interrupt. The only evil entity here is you. Ashley shakes her head in denial. You are wrong. I'm the good one. She then said, looking into my eyes with a pure innocence in hers. I could only laugh at that comment. It had to be a joke. After doing all that, you say you're good? Don't laugh. I'm only trying to protect you, replied Ashley, furious while waving her arms. She then crosses her arms to give me a displeased look. Do you expect me to believe that? I replied sarcastically. What she said made no sense, but somehow she seemed oddly convinced it was the truth. She was surely a bit wrong in the head. But it's true. You have to believe me. This time she sounds really worried about me. I actually feel a little sorry for her. Ashley then stays silent, looking at me with puppy eyes. However, she soon recovers her proud attitude. If you want, hold my hand. I won't harm you, she suddenly says. I look carefully at her. She has a very arrogant face, as if it was a great honor to be able to touch her. You won't do anything strange? I asked distrustfully. After seeing her again, I do not think she was lying. Ashley nods full of confidence. I promise you. I stared at her for a few seconds, making sure this isn't a trap. Okay, but why do you want me to hold your hand? At the same time, I extend my hand. Ashley opens her eyes surprised after hearing my question. Then she stares at me with annoyance. Are you stupid? Obviously to guide you out of the forest, she said just as she takes my hand in one quick move. I then find myself being dragged by this strange girl. But this is the opposite way from where the metalist voice comes. I said, looking back for a second. I felt really curious about who she was. You ignore that voice. It charms men to make them her victims. Think of it as a siren. Ashley explained in a bad mood, with her eyes always looking to the front. It seems she didn't get along well with whoever that person or entity was. Wouldn't you be the one who collects souls for fools? I asked without thinking. I seriously need more experience with dealing with a girl. If only I were more popular. Ashley stopped suddenly. She then turns at me, showing me a furious face. You idiot! I already said I'm the good one. For a moment, I thought she was going to hit me on the head. But fortunately, she stopped before doing so, or biting me again. Okay. I meekly respond as if I was a scolded child. But if you eat me, I will make sure to give you the worst ingestion in your life. You idiot! I don't eat humans! Replied Ashley, ending with an arrogant snort. 3:11 a.m. What's going on? Several minutes had passed since I started to walk hand in hand with Ashley. At the beginning, I did not trust her at all, but the more time passed, the easier it was to believe her. I hadn't noticed before how comfortable her hand is, soft and pleasant to the touch. I blushed just thinking about it. And if she is a witch, she's a girl too, right? Then I sigh. Come on, Axel, composure! With every step, the curse of the forest seemed to weaken. The atmosphere was less oppressive every minute until finally I was able to forget about that unpleasant feeling. Before I noticed, the darkness had returned to normal, feeling only empty. The rotten smell had also disappeared, without a trace. Now I could really say I was in a common and ordinary forest, even boring. But I could not be more grateful for that. Just a little more to get out of here, so let's keep moving. Then I set my sight on the back of Ashley, watching her walk in silence. She was completely focused on that simple thing. If you're the witch from the legend, why are you helping me? I suddenly asked, not thinking twice before. I was really intrigued by that. Ashley stops and turns, looking at me with an angry face. Idiot! Do you really think all witches are evil? She was right. The general image of witches is not good. But it's not as if the stereotypes were truthful. Then she closed her eyes, making an annoyed face. It's true that I had supernatural powers, but I never used them to do harm. As she lowers her sight and pauses, suddenly she looks sad. My only sin was to be born in the time of the witch hunts. That's why I was condemned. That explains it well. I feel that I can trust she is good. But there's still one more question. How'd you end up becoming a cat? Ashley immediately blushes. She was so embarrassed that it was almost adorable. Almost. Well, before my execution, there was a cat watching in the distance, so I decided to transfer my soul to it. She explained, avoiding looking into my eyes. Of course, we now share the body. We have like a deal. The cat will be happy as long as it has something to eat and a place to sleep. I try to provide her with all those needs. In return, she lets me stay in her body. As she talks, she is blushing shyly. I see. I think it's a fair deal. I replied with a sincere smile. The truth is, I found it a little funny. Turns out that she's both a girl and a cat. That answers some questions. Ashley closes her eyes and nods a couple of times. When she wants, she can be very cute. Too bad that happens so rarely. Not saying more, Ashley continues walking to the exit. This time I stay in silence. All that remains for me is to escape from this place. 3:15 a.m. It's been 4 minutes. Well, here we are, Ashley said just a few minutes after we talked. She isn't lying. I can see the end of the forest in the distance. I had to contain my desire to scream with joy at that moment. There must be 2 other humans close here. Your friends. Go with them and return home. I hope that nobody else comes tonight. Ashley said, giving me a subtle farewell. But strangely, she does not let go of my hand. She looks deep into my eyes. Amazed, I notice the gentleness that reflects on them. Can you make me a promise? She suddenly said with an honest voice. It was no joke. What is it? I I asked, full of curiosity. I don't know what I could do for a witch, but after helping me to escape, I think that she deserves me to hear her request. End this legend. Then she murmured with an air of sadness. I can't understand why she asked for something like this. I want you to help me to keep people away. The legend only attracts more people, as in your case. And I need to kill it, replacing the supernatural danger with a human danger. A human danger? So you want me to scare them with ordinary dangers as thieves or ferocious animals? On second thought, there is a logic to what you ask. If you remove the element of magic, that only leaves the danger of exploring the forest. It's not worth the risk. Ashley nods and then looks to my eyes, blushes. Yeah, no, I don't think many people go into a woods where, a freaking serial killer might be hunting. So, yeah, say a serial killer. Yes, exactly. She said, please. Okay, I'll do it. You can rely on me. I responded with determination. I wanted her to know how serious I was, that it was not a promise I would forget as soon as I got out of the forest. Thank you. Then she closes her eyes and momentarily and inflates her chest with pride. You aren't as stupid as I thought. I should have expected something like that. Hey, I told you not to talk ill of someone when they're right in front of you. I complained angrily. This girl simply will never change. After seeing my reaction, Ashley cannot help but laugh. I'm sorry. It's the first time I've seen her so happy. That made me blush. Ashley looked unexpectedly adorable at that moment. My heart was nervously beating it, as if I was with a normal girl. Suddenly she stares at me and gets so close her face is less than an inch from me. Oh no, what's going to happen? Again, she demonstrates not knowing what a personal space is. But this time, I don't know whether to be angry or thankful. Having her so close, a beautiful girl, makes me very nervous. This is farewell, she suddenly said. She then brings her lips to my cheek and gives me a tender kiss. Huh? White light. Everything becomes white at that moment. Everything loses its color. Everything is gone. Everything. Everything. 3:18 a.m. What's going on? I'm outside of the forest. I have no idea how I made it here, but this is no illusion. I am bewildered, as if I had been sleepwalking. Axel! Axel! Suddenly I hear someone calling my name. But it's not any strange voice. It's the voices of my friends who are looking for me. Hey, over here! I shout without a second of hesitation, with a bit of clumsiness because of my confusion. Soon they found me, impatiently run towards me. Or impatiently. Fuck, I can't read. Where were you? The worry was killing us. Stephen said with a face that I don't remember having ever seen before. Before answering, I rubbed my forehead. Within the forest, I couldn't find the exit. Alfred was about to say something, but before I interrupted him. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I was just lost. The important thing is that we're all safe. Yeah, you're right. Hey, don't you feel that we're all forgetting something? Alfred murmured at the same time he lowers his sight, pensive. Suddenly a blurry image appears in my mind. It was white and bright, but I can't remember more. However, that weak memory awakes a strange feeling of nostalgia in me. It was as if I lost something, but what could it be? Anyway, we should go home. This has gone too far to test for a test of courage. I had no intention of spending one more minute in this forest. They both agree with me. With nothing else to say, we can only return home. By the way, guys, we should write on that page to not go to the forest. Forget about the witches. Somebody might get lost there, as it happened to me. It was a miracle that I came out alive with that beast lurking around. Before knowing what it was my lips moving. Why did I say that? I had no idea, but something inside inspired me to do so. To be honest, I have no memory of the beasts I speak of. All I can remember is that it had red eyes and white fur, but nothing more. Then I remember something. I think it was a promise I made to... Wait, to whom had I made that promise? I think about it for a moment in silence, but in the end, I can't remember a thing. No matter. All I know is that I got out and I'll never come back here again. Finn. That was the end? I guess I did all the right choices. Cool. Well, tell me what y'all think. Trick and treat. That was interesting. I'll, see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!